For over 4,000 years, the Giza Pyramids have kept their secrets, until now. New underground scans have revealed something no one was supposed to find. A sprawling megacity hidden deep beneath the sands. And what we're about to show you could rewrite the history of Egypt itself. The forbidden discovery. It started with a team of archaeologists performing routine ground scans around the base of the Giza Pyramids, nothing unusual, just a survey to test new equipment. But within hours, their screens began to light up with readings they couldn't explain. Beneath the sand, far below the bedrock, was a complex network of shapes, long corridors, rectangular chambers, spiraling staircases, all in perfect symmetry. At first, they assumed it was a natural fault in the stone. But as the scans became clearer, they revealed something impossible, an entire subterranean city, larger than the visible pyramid complex itself. The data suggested that these structures stretched for miles beneath the plateau, possibly connecting to unknown locations under Cairo itself. When word of the find reached the Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities, the area was quietly closed to the public, with maintenance work listed as the reason. Security guards were placed on site. Only a handful of researchers were allowed in, and they were sworn to secrecy. Whispers began to circulate that this was not an ordinary archaeological site, but something far older than the pyramids themselves, something that could change everything we know about history. Those few who entered reported narrow shafts lined with perfectly cut limestone, frescoes of strange symbols unlike any known Egyptian script, and air so still it felt untouched for thousands of years. It was clear that whoever built this city had advanced engineering knowledge far beyond what was believed possible for the time, raising a chilling question: if not the Egyptians, then who did? The Chamber of Eternal Light. Deep inside the newly discovered complex, one chamber stood out. The walls were polished to a mirror-like finish, reflecting even the dimmest light in a way that made the entire room glow. Strangely, there were no traces of soot or smoke anywhere, meaning no torches, lamps, or fire had ever been used here. And yet, the place seemed to radiate a faint, golden illumination that had no visible source. Scientists brought in portable instruments, but the readings were baffling. The walls seemed to emit a low-level electromagnetic field, subtle but constant. Some speculated this might be the remnants of an ancient energy system, one capable of producing light without heat. On the floor, a massive stone slab bore an engraving of the sun surrounded by unfamiliar celestial patterns. The artwork did not match any Egyptian dynasty style. Instead, it seemed to depict a sky from thousands of years before the construction of the pyramids. Stranger still, in the center of the slab was a perfectly circular indentation, about the size of a human skull. Theories emerged: was this a ritual site? A navigation chamber? Or part of a power grid that once illuminated the entire underground city? Whatever its function, it hinted at a civilization far more technologically advanced than previously thought, and perhaps one that had vanished long before Egypt's recorded history began. The flooded hallways. Venturing deeper into the city, researchers encountered a series of corridors partially submerged in water. At first glance, it appeared to be simple groundwater seepage. But further examination revealed watermarks on the walls, smooth, curved lines far above the current water level. These markings indicated that the area had once been completely flooded, with water flowing at great force. The floor was littered with smoothed stones and ancient debris, suggesting a cataclysmic flood event had swept through the city. Geologists estimated that this flooding occurred thousands of years ago, long before the Sahara became the vast desert it is today. Could it be that this megacity was built during a time when the Nile's reach was far greater, perhaps when lush, green landscapes covered what is now barren sand? The possibility tied the site to the mysterious, lost civilization theories, the idea that a great society existed before the end of the last ice age, only to be destroyed by a sudden climate shift. More unsettling was the discovery of strange aquatic carvings on the walls, depictions of fish, strange marine creatures, and even humanoid figures with elongated heads, all swimming together. Were these simple artistic flourishes, or records of beings that once lived here? The answer remains hidden, locked away beneath water that researchers have barely begun to explore. The sealed gate. At the heart of the underground city lies a massive stone gate, unlike any door in known Egyptian architecture. It is composed of 3 interlocking slabs, each carved with symbols that do not match any known hieroglyphic system. Attempts to date the stone have produced conflicting results. Some samples suggest it's younger than the pyramids, others place it at over 10,000 years old. This inconsistency has only fueled speculation that the site was reused or modified by multiple civilizations over vast stretches of time. The most astonishing detail, however, is the locking mechanism, a series of precisely cut grooves and recessed pins that resemble the inner workings of a modern safe. There is no visible handle, no hinges, and no apparent way to open it without knowing its exact configuration. Behind the gate, ground-penetrating radar shows a vast open space, larger than a football field, with an elevated platform at its center. Theories range from a royal burial chamber to a hidden repository of ancient knowledge, or perhaps even something far more dangerous. Egyptian authorities have made no move to open it publicly, sparking rumors that whatever is inside may be too world-changing, or too terrifying, to reveal. The final descent. In one of the deepest shafts of the complex, a spiral staircase descends further than any other passage, until it simply stops in midair. Below is an endless black void, the bottom invisible even with high-powered lighting. Radar equipment has failed to penetrate whatever lies beneath, returning nothing but static. The walls around the staircase bear faint, almost imperceptible carvings, not of animals or gods, but of maps. Star maps, planetary diagrams, and geometric shapes cover the stone, suggesting an understanding of astronomy and mathematics far beyond what is attributed to ancient Egypt. Some researchers believe the shaft might lead to an even deeper level of the city, one sealed away long before humans ever walked these halls. Others propose a more unsettling theory, that the void is not a room at all, but a vertical tunnel leading to a place we are not meant to reach. Whatever its purpose, one thing is certain: the deeper you go, the more the air changes. Visitors describe feeling an overwhelming pressure in their chest, a low hum in their ears, and a growing sense that they are being watched. No one has descended beyond the final step, yet.